Welcome back to the channel. I want to start with a question that most expats never ask themselves until it's too late. Where does all the money actually go? You're earning $500,000 annually. You've built $2 million in savings. On paper, you're winning. You should be accumulating wealth at an accelerated rate, right? But here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody talks about. There's a hidden $12,000 monthly drain that most high-earning expatriates completely miss in their financial planning. Over the next 8 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly where that money disappears. And more importantly, I'll show you the one spreadsheet line item that changes how you should be thinking about your entire wealth calculation as an expat. Let's start with the big picture. When you earn $500,000 annually as an expatriate, you probably calculate your net worth based on what you see, salary minus taxes plus your investment portfolio. But that calculation is missing approximately $96,000 to $144,000 in recurring annual costs that are buried across different budget categories. These costs don't appear on a single line item. They're scattered: visa sponsorship, international school tuition, expatriate health insurance, repatriation planning, currency conversion losses, and because they're scattered, they're invisible. Let me break this down into specific categories because the details matter more than you might think. Category 1, visa sponsorship and immigration costs. Let's start with visa sponsorship. If you're working in the UAE, Singapore, or the UK on a skilled worker visa, you might think this is a one-time cost. It's not. For a skilled worker visa in the UAE, the average cost is approximately $2,000 to $5,000 initially. But here's what most people miss. Visa renewals happen every 2 to 3 years. If you're renewing every 3 years, you're looking at $800 to $1,600 annually just in renewal fees. Add in the requirement to have a sponsor employer who charges administrative fees. This can range from $500 to $2,000 per year depending on your arrangement. In Singapore, the employment pass requires sponsorship, and the processing fees are approximately $400 to $600 annually. But many employers also require you to maintain a bond, essentially a security deposit that ensures you won't leave the country within a certain period. This can range from $5,000 to $20,000 that's tied up and not generating returns. Then there's the less obvious cost: time. Immigration consultants and expat hubs charge $100 to $300 per hour to manage your visa documentation. If you're managing a complex visa situation, perhaps you're relocating every few years, you're spending 10-20 hours annually on this. That's $1,000 to $6,000 in consultant fees annually. Let's add it up conservatively. Visa renewal $1,200, sponsor fees $1,000, and immigration consultant time $2,000. You're at $4,200 annually just for the paperwork to legally exist in your country. Category 2, international school tuition. Now let's talk about education. If you have children, this is where the real money vanishes. International schools in major expat hubs charge premium tuition. In Dubai, the average international school tuition ranges from $15,000 to $35,000 annually per child. In Singapore, you're looking at $20,000 to $40,000 per child per year. In London's international schools, fees can reach $30,000 to $50,000 annually. But tuition is just the beginning. There are additional fees: registration $500 $2,000, technology fees $1,000 $3,000, activity fees $2,000 $5,000, uniforms and books $1,000 $2,000, and transportation $3,000 annually if you need private school bus service. For family with 2 children in a mid-tier international school, you're looking at approximately $45,000 to $60,000 annually in education costs. According to research from the International Schools Review, the average international school family spends an additional $8,000 to $15,000 on tutoring and test preparation because international curriculums, whether IB or British curriculum, require specialized preparation. So education for 2 children, conservatively $55,000 to $75,000 annually. Category 3, expatriate health insurance. Many expats assume their employer provides health insurance. And many do, but it's rarely comprehensive for the expatriate lifestyle. Standard employer health insurance in most countries has significant gaps for expats. It might not cover repatriation, medical evacuation, or treatment back in your home country. The average expatriate health insurance plan costs between $3,000 and $8,000 annually per person for comprehensive coverage. But here's the problem: most expats don't get comprehensive coverage. They get basic plans and then face massive out-of-pocket expenses. A single emergency hospitalization in a private hospital in Southeast Asia can cost $15,000 to $50,000. Major surgery can exceed $100,000. Without proper insurance, you're essentially self-insuring, meaning you need to maintain a reserve fund for medical emergencies. For a family of 4 with comprehensive expatriate coverage, approximately $15,000 to $24,000 annually. But many expats are underinsured and don't realize it until they face a medical crisis. Let's also include dental and vision, often excluded from basic plans. These add another $2,000 to $5,000 annually for preventive care in expensive expat hubs. So health insurance, $18,000 to $29,000 annually. Asterisk asterisk category 4. Currency conversion and remittance costs. Asterisk asterisk this is the category that almost nobody factors in. It's devastating over time. If you're earning in one currency, let's say USD, but maintaining assets and costs in multiple currencies, you're paying currency conversion fees every single month. Bank-to-bank transfers typically charge 1-3% in fees. International payment services like Wise charge 7-1, 5%, but they still represent real money. If you're maintaining accounts in 3 different countries and converting $20,000 monthly between currencies at an average cost of 5%, you're paying $300 monthly or $600 annually just in conversion fees. Worse, you're often timing conversions poorly, locking in exchange rates at suboptimal times. Research from the OFX Global Money Transfer Index suggests expats lose an average of 3-4% annually to poor currency timing, essentially leaving money on the table. On a $500,000 salary, that's $15,000 to $20,000 annually just from currency inefficiency. Currency costs, $18,000 to $23,000 annually. Asterisk asterisk category 5. Repatriation and relocation planning. Asterisk asterisk here's a cost that most expats don't budget for until they suddenly need it. Repatriation. International moving companies charge $15,000 to $50,000 for standard household move between major cities. If you're relocating every 3-5 years, which is common in expat careers, you're looking at an amortized annual cost of $3,000 to $10,000. But there's also the cost of maintaining a foothold in your home country. Many expats rent or own property in their home country just in case. This safety net costs anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 annually in rent or mortgage and property taxes. Then there's repatriation insurance and planning, ensuring your assets, pension, and legal documents are properly structured for potential return. This requires annual consultations with tax advisors and immigration lawyers, approximately $2,000 to $5,000 annually. Repatriation costs, $15,000 to $45,000 annually depending on how comprehensive your planning is. Asterisk asterisk category 6. The invisible tax complexity. Asterisk asterisk finally. Let's talk about the tax complexity that creates a hidden annual expense. Expat taxation is insanely complicated. The US taxes citizens on worldwide income regardless of where they live. Many countries have totalization agreements that can cause double taxation if you're not careful. Managing this requires professional tax preparation. A good international tax advisor costs $3,000 to $10,000 annually. But beyond the advisor fees, there's the cost of the complexity itself, maintaining records. Filing multiple tax returns, managing FBAR requirements, foreign bank account reports, and ensuring FATCA compliance. Many expats end up overpaying taxes simply because they're not optimizing their structure. According to the Expat Forum's 2023 survey, the average expat leaves approximately 5-8% of their tax bill on the table due to missed deductions and optimization opportunities. On a $500,000 salary, that's $25,000 to $40,000 annually. Tax complexity costs, $28,000 to $50,000 annually. Asterisk asterisk the total invisible drain. Asterisk asterisk. Now let's add up all these categories. Visa and immigration. $4,200 education, 2 children. $55,000 to $75,000 health insurance. $18,000 to $29,000 currency conversion. $18,000 to $23,000 repatriation. $15,000 to $45,000 tax complexity. $28,000 to $50,000 total. $138,200 to $226,000 annually. For household earning $500,000 with a 35% effective tax rate, you're netting approximately $325,000. If you're spending $150,000 on the hidden costs of being an expat, you're left with $175,000 for actual wealth building. That's 35% of your net income going to the infrastructure of expatriate life, not to actual savings or investments. Now here's the spreadsheet line item that changes everything. Asterisk asterisk the true wealth growth rate. Asterisk asterisk. Most expats calculate wealth growth as salary taxes, visible living expenses equals wealth accumulation. But the accurate formula is salary taxes, visible living expenses, hidden expat costs, currency losses, opportunity cost of complexity equals true wealth accumulation. That second formula